we are doing this unit like the money and banking unit, right? So money, we are already done with all those things like the meaning and function, supply of money, the components of money supply, money creation. We are done till money creation, right? And
Yes.
today, like from today onwards, we'll be starting with the banking chapter, which is a part of money and bank, right? So first, like you just have to write chapter banking, and then these things we are going to study. First, we'll be studying what is central bank and the functions. Okay, like we'll start with differentiating between two banks, commercial and the central bank, and then bank of issue, government banks. These are the functions of central bank, right? Like bank of issue, government bank, bankers bank, control of credit through bank rate. Okay, and then like these are the functions, and basically then we'll study how central bank controls the credit. You know that sometimes now it is compulsory for the banks to keep certain amount like the LRR we have already discussed, right? So through that, policies like CRR, SLR, repo rate, reverse repo rate, market operation, through these functions, what central bank do? Central banks tries to control the money supply, like whatever money he is providing to the commercial bank, he tries to control that. Okay, so this is all we are going to study over here. So just write chapter and these like this is the syllabus, and then we'll start.
All right. Sure. Yeah, I'm done.
Yusuf, let me know once you are done, okay?
Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. Okay, so basically first we'll start with the differentiation between the commercial bank and the central bank. As you know, commercial bank I introduced you in the money chapter as well, where common people visit, right? So that is commercial bank and the central bank. So we'll just start with that only. I have a snap to share, like I'll share a snap of my book because I prefer it over others. Okay, so we'll start with the differentiation. Okay, so very first point, like what is the first point? So central bank and the commercial bank. Okay, so central bank is an apex body that controls, operates, regulates, and directs the entire banking and monetary structure of the country. Okay. Instead of writing all these things, just write entire banking system. Okay. So now what is central bank? Central bank is an apex. Apex means the head. There is no one above that. Okay. Okay. So apex body and what? Okay, you are aware that central bank is the apex body. Now, what are the functions? Like what as an apex body, what central bank do? So central bank basically controls, operates, regulates, and directs. These are the four things: operates, regulates, directs, and controls the entire banking system. Okay, for example, the principal, he is the apex and he is doing operating, regulating, directing, controlling entire schooling system, entire education system. Similarly, bank, the central bank controls, regulates, operates the entire banking system. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to commercial bank. Commercial bank is an institution which perform the functions. See, central bank was an apex body, right? But commercial bank is an institution. Okay. And now what the commercial bank is doing? Commercial bank is accepting deposits. Whenever you'll go, he'll accept deposit, right? Granting loans. If you want loans, he'll be giving you loans. And making investment. If you want to make any investment, he'll be helping you with that. Okay. Right? So
Yes,
basically
yes.
till here you have to write. Just don't write with the objective of earning profit. Just till here you have to write. So now we are clear with the things. Central bank, apex institution, commercial bank is just an institution. Okay. Central bank controls, operates, regulates, direct the entire banking system. Okay. Now what commercial bank is doing? Accepting deposits, granting loan, and making investment. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now second point, I'll just explain two points. Then I'll give you time to write. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Next, it is an apex institution in the money market, in the entire money system, right? He is the head. Banking, he is the head. Plus, in the entire banking, in the money system, in the entire banking system, he is the head. Plus, in the money market, he is the head. Okay, nobody is above that. And it is merely a unit. So, he is the head, central bank. But commercial bank is a unit. Okay, you know the entire field, it is just a unit. Okay, so it is merely a unit in the banking structure of the country. Okay, so in the entire banking system, so commercial bank is a unit. He is the head, but he's a commercial bank is a unit, and it operates under the control of central bank. This you have to remember that commercial bank, this is the head, and commercial banks are operating under the central bank. So this is what you have to write. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, these 2 points just write it, meaning and status, and then we'll discuss it.
All right. Yeah, I'm done.
So next, ownership and the object. Okay. Now ownership. Ownership is basically, for example, this is my property. I'm the owner, right? But there are two things. One is own and one is govern. For example, this property I am owning it, but someone else is like over here. I've just given this property on rent. Okay. Owner, I'm the owner, but who is governing that? Who is ruling over that? The person whom I have given the rent part, right? So similarly, central banks, they are owned and governed by government. Okay. Owner plus the controller both are the same one. Okay. But for commercial bank, it can be owned and governed by the government or the private sector. As you know, there are banks. There are lots of private banks as well as the government bank. Okay. So it can be owned and governed by government or by the private sector. So there is no restriction. But for central bank, it is the restriction that they will be owned and governed only by the government. No private sector is allowed to create like to open the central bank, because central bank is the only bank of the entire country, and that is owned and governed by the government sector itself, like the government itself. No private sector is allowed to enter, right? But for commercial bank, you can either a government sector or you can say the private sector. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now, central bank and the commercial bank. See, if I have, like, I'm a business girl, right? If I'm doing a business, right? What will be my motive? My motive will be like, I want to earn maximum profit. Okay. So commercial bank and central bank, they are banks. They are operating. They are working. Of course, why they are working? What is the reason behind their work? So commercial bank, it aims to maximize profit, but here you will write that it does not aims to maximize profit. Okay, so the main aim is to maximize profit, but over here you have to write opposite. It does not aims at maximizing profits. Basically, their main motive is they are working just for the public interest. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just start.
All right. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Now, see, monopoly is basically, for example, I have the only power. Okay. So that is known as monopoly, the single power. Okay. So now, commercial bank, it has no power to issue currency, but here it has the sole monopoly. Sole monopoly, like single person who can issue currency, is the central bank. Okay. So it has no power to issue currency. It has sole monopoly to issue the currency. Okay. Next, it deals directly with public. As I told you, that commercial bank means common people are going to visit there, right? So it deals directly with public, but it does not deal directly with public. Clear?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, just write these 2 points, then we'll discuss the last one.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Now the last point. There is only one central bank in the country. You just have to write. There is only one single central bank in the country, and there are number of commercial bank in India. We are talking about India itself, government budget of India and all that. That's why you have to mention that there are a number of commercial bank in India. Okay. And next point, then you write the example. The example is RBI in India, Reserve Bank of India. Okay. And examples of commercial bank as like SBI, the State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda. There are lots of commercial bank. Okay. So next point you'll write there is only one central bank in country, and here you'll write there are lots of number of commercial bank. Okay. Examples RBI in India and example SBI or Punjab National Bank, which is like PNB. Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So I'm just giving you 5 minutes. Just quickly revise these points and let me know if you have any issue. Okay. Then we'll start.
All right. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. So now we'll start with the functions. Okay.
All right.
So your next heading will be like the functions of central bank. Okay. So basically there are 4 to 5 functions which we'll be discussing one by one. Okay. So let's just discuss. Just give me one. Okay. Let's just start. Okay. So very first function of these are the central bank. These are the functions of central bank. Okay. So very first function is currency regulator or bank of issue. So first function is like your central bank is known as currency regulator and the bank of issue. You know why currency regulator? Because central bank has the only authority to issue currency, right? So now looking to the explanation, central bank possesses the exclusive right. You know the exclusive word? Exclusive means nobody else has this right. Only I am having this right. So exclusive right to manufacture notes in an economy. There are different economy, for example, Indian economy, Australian economy, okay, Saudi economy. There are different economies, right? So central banks, like it's not only about India, it's about all the central bank in the country. Maybe Australia have their own central bank. So the central bank of all the economies, they have the exclusive right to manufacture notes. Okay, all the central banks across the world are involved in issuing notes to the economy. So all the central banks across the world, no matter whether you are in India, whether you are in Dubai, whether you are in UAE, no matter what, all the central banks across the world are involved in issuing notes to the economy. So just remember one thing, uh, notes and coins, right? There are two things, notes and coins, but notes are only manufactured by the central bank. They are coins, they don't do. Clear? So don't get confused that ma'am currency, that means notes and coins both. No, only notes. That's why here it is mentioned notes, right? They would have written currency if it contains both the things, but currency means over here notes only, no coins. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what we were doing, that first function is that the central bank is a currency regulator and is known as bank of issue. Okay. So how you will write it? You will write like central bank possesses the exclusive right to manufacture notes in an economy. Okay. Then all the central bank across the world are involved in issuing notes to the economy. So if I'm the central bank, I have this duty to issue notes to each and everyone in the economy. Okay, and this is the most important function. There are 4 5 functions of central bank, but this is the most important function of the central bank in an economy. And due to this, because this is the most important function, because he is issuing currency to the country, that's why the central bank is also known as bank of issue, because central bank is issuing the currency to the people, currency to the economy. That's why central bank is known as bank of issue. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So basically you're going to write this, and today we'll be doing 2 functions, rest we'll be doing in next class. So now in exam hall, either you will be getting the question what are the functions of central bank directly, or they'll be asking you why central bank is known as bank of issue. Then you have to write the entire explanation. Or they'll be asking explain the function of currency regulator, right, of central bank. Then you have to remember everything no matter what the question is, because no matter what the question you are getting, you should be ready with your answer. Okay, because you won't be getting the direct question, what is this, what is that. Questions will be a little bit tricky. You have to find out what you have to write. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, just write it down, like just give the heading functions of central bank, and after that first currency regulator or bank official, then write the explanation. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm done.
Now we'll do the second one. Okay, the second one is little bit lengthy, so we'll just do it the uh, this one. Okay, this is easy one. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Next function is as a supervisor. Okay. So what central bank do? Central bank work as a supervisor. Supervisor is basically there are lots of banks and I am supervising it. Okay. So second function is central bank work or regulates or like work as a supervisor. Second function is as a supervisor. So central bank supervises, regulates and control the commercial bank. It also includes periodic inspection. So periodic inspection is basically, for example, you it's like sometimes principal round is there in our schools, right? So what at that moment what principal do, they just enter your class and they randomly see what you people are doing, or sometimes they'll be asking you people to submit your notebooks too, right? Principal checking round or something like that. So similarly, that is periodic inspection. So inspection is basically what they'll give the notice period that tomorrow there is an inspection in your bank, and they'll visit it and they'll just check everything whether proper functioning of commercial bank is being taken place or not, and everything they'll just check it out. So as a supervisor, the central bank supervises, regulates, controls commercial bank, and it also includes periodic inspection of the bank. So this periodic inspections comes under the function of comes under the function of supervising. Okay, clear, sir?
Yeah, sorry, just mic wasn't open.
Okay, okay, not a problem. So right, it like this is the second point, second
Yeah,
function.
all right. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Now next thing is bankers bank. Okay, the third one is bankers bank. We have time, we can discuss. Okay. So bankers bank. So it is a practice of commercial bank of a country to keep a part of their cash balance in the form of deposit with the central bank. Okay. So what is happening over here? Bankers bank. See, there are lots of banks. Okay. Okay. I think we need to discuss this before carrying it out. Mm, mm, mm. But these two are related. Okay, we'll just do it in next class because these two are related and I need to like tell you in deeply. So Yusuf, whatever we did today, just quickly revise it. I'm giving you 5 minutes and let me know if you have any issue. Okay, the difference and the two functions. Okay.
All right, all right. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Any query or any question?
No, no.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we'll continue with the functions in the next class, and like I guess I'll take 4 classes or 3 classes for this chapter, and then we will be done, and I'll take your test for the banking unit. Okay.
Sure, sure. And ma'am, about the test results, I couldn't see it on the portal.
Okay, okay. I'll just share with Amir and I'll just ask him. Like by I guess by end of the day, it'll like you can check it tomorrow. It will be
All right.
updated because I shared it in the evening, so I guess it will take time to upload. Right. So
Okay.
tomorrow you can check. Okay.
All right. All right.
Yeah.